Bit about college football playoffs.
Yep. Teams got announced.
Go ahead and tell the world what they were.
All right, number 1, LSU. Number 2, Ohio State. Number 3, Clemson. Those are the top 3 that you knew was going to happen.
Yeah.
The debate was over 1 and 2 if LSU would get it, if Ohio State would get it. You know Clemson would be number 3. But Oklahoma, the Sooners, got the number 4 spot. What are your thoughts on that one?
I actually think that they deserve that spot, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because, and the reason why is because when you look at Georgia, who was in the 4th spot before,
yeah,
they were already in a tough position because they had lost to South Carolina.
Yep.
That's already that's already bad. But at the time, they were winning out.
Yep.
And I don't know if it was last week or 2 episodes ago, I don't know what it was, but I was talking about how they had deserved the 4th spot because they had been winning out, because they play an SEC schedule. But
right,
losing,
and you could ignore that South Carolina loss.
Yeah, but losing that last game, man,
and they got pummeled by LSU, 37-10. And if they would have kept that 4th spot, they would have had to play them again in the first round of the playoffs.
Yep.
Probably would have got destroyed again. So, Georgia's out, Oklahoma's in, and I agree with you. I believe that Oklahoma deserves it, and they're going to be a pretty good team for LSU to face. Now, LSU, they even Coach was saying, he was like, I don't care who we play, we're going to be ready for anybody, we're going to really beat anybody. Yep. So I like that, because Ohio State was pretty upset that they didn't get number 1, because no one really wanted to play the Clemson first round, because, dude, Clemson
is good.
No one talks about Clemson because they haven't played anybody. They just get to the college football playoffs, and then we'll see.
That is one thing I can say about them.
100%.
They really haven't played anybody.
100%, yeah.
But and it's not their blame, the ACC isn't the same.
Yep.
Florida State isn't really.
They didn't have a choice not
to
play anybody because they just got handled this schedule. They are in the ACC. They're not an SEC or a Big Ten school like these other teams are. But yeah, man. So we got Ohio State versus Clemson, and then LSU versus Oklahoma. It's gonna be insane.
And LSU versus Oklahoma. That's on what? I think December 28th. That's going to be a good game. I think it's the Peach Bowl. That's going to be a good game only because, it's just going to be – first off, I'm going to be happy that it's playoff time anyway.
Yeah. Same.
And I get to see it. But I get to finally see Joe Burrows in playoff form. We don't see – not Florida State. LSU hasn't been –
in a college football playoff. No.
So we get to finally see Joe Burrows – and see what LSU does in their first
against a
college
Big 12
football
defense.
Playoff. Yeah.
And what you know about Big 12 defenses is they're never really that good. So I want to see I don't know, because I want to see an LSU Ohio State national championship. But then again, I'm like a Clemson guy because they beat Alabama last year, and I like Trevor Lawrence. I like Dabo Swinney. So I wouldn't mind seeing LSU Clemson national championship either. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I don't think Oklahoma can beat LSU. Just I think LSU is on a whole nother level right now. I think their whole team is just bought into whatever they're going.
Well, one thing I was saying at first, when the season first started, is I was like, man, Ohio State really hasn't proved anything to me, because at first they really hadn't played anybody.
Yep.
Then they started playing their Michigan States and their Michigans.
The Wisconsins. Yeah.
And they started beating those types of teams. So now, while they're heading into this playoff, I'm looking at it from their side.
Got to play Clemson now.
But Trevor Lawrence, that's a good quarterback. He's hard to defeat, and Dabo Swinney is just a good coach in general. That's just a good program. So,
and the way that Ohio State defense looked against Wisconsin in the first half of that Big Ten game, dude, Clemson's gonna feast if they come out like that. Now, after halftime, they fixed it, and they ended up kind of destroying Wisconsin. They came back, but if they come out and play like they did against Wisconsin, Clemson's going to take advantage. Trevor Lawrence is going to take advantage of it. So Ohio State better be ready for a dogfight.
Yeah, because it's not that many undefeated teams left.
No.
They still are.
So
Trevor Lawrence has 3,000 passing yards.
Yeah.
The running backs got 1,500. So, and the guy that stands out the most to me on Clemson is the wide receiver T. Higgins. He's from Alabama, and I remember when he first committed to Clemson. And I was like, mad, because I was like, man, I wish he would have came to Notre Dame.
Right.
I'm looking up his stats. He's got 52 receptions, 1,082 yards,
wow,
and 13 touchdowns. That's, and that's the type of production you need out of a receiver. And I know that's just Trevor Lawrence. That's his favorite target to go to. So it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence put up 300+ in the ACC championship game. They dogged Virginia 62-17. So, dude, I'm so excited for the playoffs.
Yeah, it's one of the best times of the year.
And then you have all the other bowl games going around at the same
Christmas.
time.
That's the best time of the year. It's just a great time of the year around this time.
Yep.
All right, NCAA men's basketball. Number 7, North Carolina, and number 5, Virginia.
Yep. Remember, we talked about it last week. Virginia got destroyed by Purdue. North Carolina lost to, I honestly forget, but they were coming off a loss as well. Oh, honestly, I don't remember who they lost to, but they were coming off a loss. Another top 5, or it might have been a top 5 matchup. But Virginia bounced back, and they beat them 56-47. Back-to-back losses for North Carolina that they scored below 50 points.
So that's a good bounce back.
Yeah.
You coming off of how much they lose by 20?
29 to Purdue.
Yeah. Okay, you lose by 29 to Purdue. That's so that's a good way to bounce back.
Then to turn around and play a top 10 team.
But
next
that's
game.
why I love college basketball, college football, just sports in general. You just see. Who would have thought the Dolphins would have beat the Colts? Who would have thought?
That's sports.
Like, it's just stuff like you see upsets that.
So. Yeah, North Carolina lost to Ohio State last game. That's who it was. I couldn't remember. Yeah, they scored 49 points last game, then 47 this game. And a quick fact, this is the first time since the 1947 season that they've lost back-to-back games scoring below 50 points. So I know Coach Williams is not happy. He actually said, quote, "It's the most frustrated he's ever been as a coach." So they're not having a lot of fun in North Carolina. They'll figure it out, but they're just...
Yeah, they're going to have to figure it out because they got more basketball to play. It's a long season ahead of you. But they don't really have that hard of an opponent next. On Sunday, they got Wofford.
Okay.
So,
yeah, imagine they lose that one. Then it's really going to be bad.
Stuff like that happens, man. Evansville beat Kentucky.
Yep.
It happens.
And then they beat Kentucky at Kentucky, which is the craziest part about it. And then one more quick fact about that North Carolina-Virginia game. North Carolina had 1 assist at halftime. 1 team total assist in 20 minutes. How?
That's terrible.
How? You can get 2 assists.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Right.
Because people come up to me and say, "Oh, well, you're not on the team. You don't know." Okay. Well, what it sounds like to me is that's bad chemistry. Somebody's got to get the communication right in that aspect.
How? I saw that earlier, and I was like, how is that even possible?
It's supposed to be played set up specifically for you to pass the ball a couple of times.
You can get 2 assists and 2 possessions back-to-back, boom, boom. You're already better than that game.
That's crazy.
Now they were ranked 7th, now they're ranked 17th. So they'll figure it out. But they got a hard opponent after the Wolf. They go at number 6 Gonzaga. So I don't know, man.
Got to handle business.
Right. They got to get ready for the tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Dribbles with the left hand, the three-pointer up, the three-pointer down!
To the 20, following that blocker, what a run!
We're about to take it back.
All right, it's time for Dozier's Did You Know? Did you know in 1939, the National Football League Championship, it was called the Dairy Bowl. It was in West Allis, Wisconsin. The Green Bay Packers beat the New York Giants 27-0. That was the Packers' 5th title in history. So
they went to the championship and scored 0 points.
Yeah.
They got no milk. The Dairy Bowl.
And it's terrible because you don't want to see the Packers win, man. But hey, it's all right, man. Giants will be all right. All right, man, the next story. I'm actually interested in. I don't know too much about it, but I'm glad we're here talking about it because I want to actually hear more about it because we hear about this team in particular
a lot
in this kind of like doing this.
Like,
sometimes.
why are we still hearing this kind of stuff? I get it, yeah.
So the Patriots are under investigation right now for videotaping the Cincinnati Bengals coaching signals.
Yeah.
First
off, the
first
one
off, that's
win
hilarious.
team, Bengals. Why are you videotaping them? Are you that scared?
Yeah.
Like, really?
First off, it's hilarious because that's like I don't know. That's like that's crazy because you're such a good team already.
Yep.
And you come because I just try to think of an analogy for it or another type of scenario, but I can't. Like, you're just such a good team already, and you feel like you got to cheat against a team that you know you're better than.
It has one win in 13 weeks. They're 1-12. So for the Patriots side, what they said is that they're showing a behind-the-scenes look at what it's like to be an advanced scout in the NFL. So they said it was another, like, a separate video crew doing like a documentary that's not really associated with them. That's their side.
Did they give them like the information on it as far as like if it was a documentary or if it's for the website?
Did they give like Cincinnati that? No, nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is hilarious.
So, and the NFL says it was 8 straight minutes of the Bengals sideline. 8 straight minutes pointed at the coaches on the sideline that they never notified was going to happen. And that's actually, I'm glad you said that because, yeah, if it's a documentary, just tell Cincinnati, hey, we're going to record you you can do it for a minute. Get some B-roll or something. You don't have to put the camera on.
I'm not going to lie, though. I know with the teams, because teams do that.
Yeah.
I remember, we did sideline reporting and stuff.
Yeah.
They really don't like that when you're getting in their face and stuff. But man, ain't nobody trying to steal your plays if you're media. But I don't know what the Patriots are on.
Dude.
So I'm not I don't know if that's what I don't know if they're trying to take the plays or
yeah.
So exactly who are they under investigation by? Are they
the NFL? The whole NFL.
And did somebody tell, or did they just notice?
Yeah, I was just thinking that in my head too while you were talking. I wonder how they got caught for
That's
it.
funny
Because and then one member of that video crew asked if he could just get rid of the footage and quote have the whole situation be forgotten. So he was just like, all right, we'll delete it. Let's forget about it. No, that's not how it goes. Yep. That's
get him out.
That's how it goes.
Hey,
right.
they funny.
Right. And then Bill Belichick said that he had no involvement and didn't know anything about it. And this is similar to, you remember Spygate that happened with the Patriots. This isn't the first time the Patriots have got caught, quote, cheating. And then that film crew back then was told to have an excuse ready for when they got caught. So kind of like now. Hey, if you get caught, tell them you're doing a documentary. I don't know. So I'm reading here. It said the NFL side was 8 straight minutes of the Bengals sideline. Never notified the Bengals. Yep.
So that's what they're saying as far as against the Patriots.
Yeah. So if you're, like I said, if you're doing a documentary,
you can't be on the sideline for that long.
Why are you having a camera straight at the coaches, watching coaching signals for 8 minutes, for almost 10 minutes? It's kind of sus. It's kind of suspect. I don't know. It's weird.
Hey, that's funny.
But my only thing, like, if you're the Patriots, why do you have to do this against the Bengals? Have one win. The Bengals are
that
terrible.
Is one thing. That's what I tried to say in the beginning, man.
Yeah.
There's no reason to.
So, I don't know. The investigation will still go on. Coach Belichick said he had no idea, which I could see that. He has a bunch of other stuff to worry about other than this, so we'll see.
But yeah, man, I don't know, man. And so, as far if they get caught, did they give it like any punishment if they say
that's the thing? I don't know.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see, but I would imagine they'd get some sort of punishment. I remember I think it was the Spygate when they got caught. They lost a draft pick in like the 2008 draft or something like that. So the NFL will punish them. It just depends on if they have enough evidence to say they were actually recording for the coaching signals for this week.
All right. That's enough for the Patriots, man. You guys don't need to cheat, man. You're good enough.
They're good enough, exactly.
All right. NC State, they are disputing an allegation that the NCAA made of them making a $40,000 payment to a former assistant coach. And basically what they're saying is that they accepted money from TJ Gasnola, who is an Adidas consultant.
Right. And
the plan was for them to receive the money and distribute it to a star player named Dennis Smith Jr. to ensure his enrollment.
Dennis Smith Jr., is that the one that's in the NBA now, the basketball player?
Yeah.